Paper Cut is a classic. It is the first song. I'm gonna give it A tier. It is a very good introduction to Linkin Park. Now, here's where the controversy begins. One Step Closer, I don't like One Step Closer at all. The flow of the lyrics sounds like a nursery rhyme. With You, the C tier. It's been a forgettable song, but it's not a bad song. Points of Authority is a B tier. This is a good song. I just like the singing overall in that one. Crawling, same thing with One Step Closer. I don't like the sound of it. Runaway is a good song. I think it's up there with A tier, and I really do like the guitar riff. By Myself is also an F tier. This song is so forgettable. It's too angsty, and I don't like that. Here is the first S tier of the whole list. In the End is a classic. It is such a recognizable song. Song of the Year 2001. It's such a deserving S tier. A Place for My Head, very fun song, and I like what they do with it live. It's such a good song. Forgotten is forgotten, but it's not a bad song. And In the Name, it's forgotten. Cure for the Itch is a good instrumental. It's a very fun song. It's an instrumental, so there's not much to it. Pushing Me Away is a really good closer song, and it sounds great. The two deluxe songs are an S tier. I love My December. It has a good melody, great vocals. I love Mike's soft-toned rap-ish vocals, and I love the soft vocals of Chester's. And High Voltage is just rap, and I love the rap. So now we are under Reanimation. There are these interludes, and so for any interlude, we're just gonna put an F tier. Points of Authority, this one kind of forgettable. And The End, this is a great song. This is a very fun song. I love this song. Forgot 10 is opposite of Forgotten. I love the remix. I can say the same for Pushing Me Away, also a really good remix, but I can't say the same for Place for My Head. I think remix Place for My Head was not as good. Executioner Style is also C tier. It's a nice inclusion in the album. High Voltage, personal S tier. This is a great song. Another just fun song. With You, very forgetful. I don't remember it at all. Paper Cut, B tier. This Reanimation is very entertaining, but it's not something that I would choose to listen to on its own. Runaway, also pretty forgetful. My December, I like this. Good Reanimation. By Myself is a fun Reanimation. Cure for the Itch, I think it goes in B tier. I like the reuse of their sounds in that. And of course, the last two. This is my other personal favorite S tier. One Step Closer. It's just got that nice bold sound to it. And then Crawling, this is the necessary one on this album. I love the inclusion of Aaron Lewis. His vocals are great in this. So now we are on to Meteora. Forward is the intro. It's just 9 seconds of banging into a really good song. Don't Stay, I will put in B tier. Somewhere I Belong. This is my favorite song off this album. It sounds heavenly the whole time. I love Somewhere I Belong. Lying From You, also really good. Lying From You is a very fun song. The guitar riff looks so fun to play. Hit the Floor, also a good song. Keeps the hip-hop vibe and it's very nice. Easier to Run is just a C tier. There is nothing ever special to it to me. Faint is an A tier. Very good song. Very good rapping from Mike. And I love the scream up. Figure 09, forgetful but good. Breaking the Habit is such an emotionally driven song. It is very good, but there is still two songs that are gonna go in S tier, and one of them is Not From the Inside. This is where people might dislike this. From the Inside is an F tier. This is the most forgetful song off of Meteora. I can never remember this song. This feels like a demo underground song. My second favorite S tier, Nobody's Listening, which is such a fun song. This is such a fun song. Session, I'm gonna put this next to Cure for the Itch because it's just another instrumental. For the next S tier, the mandatory one, we have Numb, and I don't think anyone was surprised by this. It's a classic. Now we are onto the EP, Collision Course. Dirt Off Your Shoulder, Line From You is very good. Big Pimpin', Paper Cut, it's not really that good. It's alright. I never really liked it. Jigga What Faint, oh, I love this song. These two songs together complement each other a lot. Numb Encore is the necessary S tier. I love how the vocals of Encore go over the melody of Numb, and then it leads into the vocals of Numb. It just feels like one song. Izzo, In the End, a C tier. It's nothing special, nothing great, nothing bad, but I can't say the same for this one. This is Linkin Park's worst closing track. And now we're starting to get into territory where I'm probably not going to put much in D, E, or F tier anymore. Everything is going to be C or above for the most part. And starting off, we have Wake, which is a great opening track. but it doesn't get any better with Given Up, but it's still, Given Up is a good song. I just see myself forgetting it a lot. And for the one of the two favored S tiers of this album for me is Leave Out All the Rest. Leave Out All the Rest is such a good song. It is such a nice ride. Now, Bleed It Out. I think Bleed It Out is more iconic than what I've done. So I'm gonna put Bleed It Out in the necessary S tier. Now Shadow of the Day, A tier. This is such a beautiful song. I used to hate this song, and nowadays I can't get enough of this song. Now What I've Done, really good song, but I still think Bleed It Out is just better. Hands Held High is a very good song, and it's the lyrics in this song are just so good. No More Sorrow is also an A tier. It's such a fun song, and it's very underrated. Valentine's Day is gonna be an A tier. It is a very emotionally driven song, and I think it works very well. In between, C tier. This is a nice break from all the intense songs. This song is really underrated as well, and also In Pieces. This is a heavy, intense song that I don't understand why people would not like this. And for the other S tier on this album, we have The Little Things Give You Away. And if anybody has heard this song, they know that this is an insanely good closing song. Across the Line, it's next to In Pieces. It's such a good song, and it has that same energy. Now, here is this song, No Roads Left. This is a pretty interesting one because this is a mic vocal. I'm gonna put this at the front of A tier. It's just there. It's so close. This is the best vocal track to come out of Linkin Park, in my opinion. Now we have this little trolley album, You Ain't Gots to. I'm gonna put this is this is a very funny introducing track. Bubbles is actually a good song. It is one of the two personally favorite tracks off this album for me. No Laundry is another just funny song, and also The Blues. And this is my other personal favorite, PB and Jellyfish. I always made jokes about PB and Jellyfish. It's a very childish joke, and they made it funny. This is The Necessary, 26 letters in the alphabet. A live stream in 2020 of Mike Shinoda listening to this song is the reason why it's necessary. I'm just gonna throw this in S tier. New Divide, it's on its own. It's a good song. It is a very good song. I love the electronic input into this song. We got 1,000 Suns. But every interlude is just going to go into D tier. They're good interludes, and I think they still have song to them. Burning in the Skies is a great one. It is a great single, very underrated. Empty Spaces is the F tier. I don't care about it. It doesn't need to be there when they come for me. This is also a good song. Good flow to it. Very fun song. Robot Boy, also a really good song. Good lyrics. I like how it leads into Waiting for the End. Jornada del Muerto is the first interlude that has sound to it, which I'll put it next to Robot Boy. Waiting for the End is the first necessary S tier. Waiting for the End, that is just a gem of a song. Blackout is another fun song. This is an A tier, also with Wretches and Kings. It's so good. Wisdom, Justice, and Love is a good interlude, but it is just going to be D tier. One of my personal S tiers. Iridescent. I think everyone should put Iridescent in S tier. This song was so good. This song makes you feel like you're in heaven. Fallout. I'll give this one A tier because they used Fallout with Roads Untraveled live into Talking to Myself. The Catalyst, very good song. It's so fun. The bridge is nice. I love Mike's vocals. I love Chester's vocals. I love the guitar riff. You can hear the bass in it pretty well. The drums and all the sound effects. You can hear every input from every member in this song. That's what I love about this song. The Messenger, it's up there with Little Things Give You Away, but I can't put it in S tier. But The Messenger is also a really good closing track. Blackbirds, also really good. It's a deluxe edition or whatever, so it's not supposed to be on the official album, but it's also really good. I would put Blackbirds next to Blackout, just because, like, fit the theme. Now, we can put this one in S tier too. Not Alone is a very, oh my god, I love Not Alone. Like, New Divide is necessary. This is personal S tier for me. Now we're on to the next studio album, Living Things. Lost in the Echo. This song is a very good introduction track, and My Remains is a good splitter between Lost in the Echo and Burn It Down, and that goes into the necessary S tier, Burn It Down. Burn It Down is a good song. The sound effects are good, the melody is good, the guitar riff is actually very nice. And when they do this song live, Chester's vocals are just 10 times better. Lies, Greed, Misery. This is a good song. I really like the chorus, and I like the build up into just this crazy screamo that just happens at the end, and it's so good. I'll Be Gone is not as good as its literal demo, but it's still a good song. Personal S tier. Me and my dad listen to the song. We both think that this is a great song, and it's such a fun song. It's easy vocals, but very powerful vocals. It's another one of those cases where you can hear every input from every band member into this song, and that's why it's really good. Victimize is crazy weird, but crazy fun and good. It's a crazy song, and I love it. Roads Untraveled is the second personal S tier. It's such a good song. It's so powerful, and it's minimalistic. There's not very many lyrics of Roads Untraveled. Linkin Park never performed this song live, and for Mike to perform it in solo and in the tribute concerts, it's nice. Now, Skin to Bone, good lyrics, good vocals. The sound is alright, but I think everything else about it kind of brings it up. Until It Breaks, forgettable. It's a very forgettable song. Tinfoil is another instrumental that actually is very good, which I'll put in A tier with Powerless, because these together, Powerless is a great single. I love the heavenly feel of it. Now we're onto this remix album. A Light That Never Comes is a mandatory S tier. Castle of Glass remix. You can't find a Linkin Park fan that doesn't like this song. It's such a great song. And it's Mike's remix too. Lost in the Echo remix, B tier. And I think everything else is just gonna go in F tier. Like, there's not much to say about any of these songs. They're just remixes that aren't well known. They're not as well known as Reanimation. But this song, Until It Breaks remix, I like this. I don't know why I like this so much, but I really like this. There's a harmonica in it. It's just such a weird, wacky song, but it goes so well. This also, this is the oddball out. I like this because it has that little like acoustic driven sound, and it's nice. This is my favorite album from Linkin Park. Hunting Party is the album, but Keys to Kingdom, the first introduction song. This is a very good song. I love the screaming introduction, All for Nothing. Very good. I like how Mike does both the chorus with Chester and the verses. Guilty All the Same. I hate how I have to wait 1:30 to hear the actual song, to hear this guitar. But Guilty All the Same is just an F tier. I don't know. I don't like this song. The song is good, but it just never clicked with me. The Summoning is the first of 2 instrumentals, and I like it. I like how it gives that kick into the next song. Really, really fun song. War. War is such a fun song. And the next 2 songs are my personal S tiers, Wastelands and Until It's Gone. Chester's vocals in both of these are very high notes. Rebellion, crazy fun. It's high intensity. And also Mark the Graves is an underrated gem. It's such a good song. Now, Drawbar is also the other instrumental, and this is such a heavenly feel. Drawbar feels like it's gonna end the album, but it doesn't, and it leads into the song of the album, which is the necessary S tier, Final Masquerade. I don't care what anyone says, Final Masquerade is the most powerful Linkin Park song that they've ever released, and it is so good. And with similar energy of Little Things Give You Away, A Line in the Sand is such a good closing track. Here's a controversial take. Every One More Light song is good. Nobody Can Save Me. This is so good. It's so nice. It's such a heavenly feel. Good Goodbye, another 8. Like, it's so good. And Talking to Myself is one of my 2 personal favorite songs off this album. So good. Battle Symphony is such a banger. It's not a heavy song, but it's an intense song. Ugh, I'm getting emotional talking about it. It's such a good album. I don't get why people don't like this album. And Invisible helps my case a little bit because this is such a personal song, and it's very good. Heavy, now I'm gonna go a little off now. It's one of those songs where it's just like, I'd rather hear the rest, so I'm gonna put this in C tier. Sorry for Now. It's so good. It's so good. It's just another song that just hits with me so personally. Halfway right, this song is a good message. How can you not like these lyrics? They're so good. And this, I'm getting choked up thinking about this, but I'm gonna put this up front. One More Light is Linkin Park's theme. It is their theme song, and it's it's very powerful. And for the last song, this one is way personal. Sharp Edges is just a song that me, my mom, and my dad really love. And that proves my point. One More Light is a personal album. The reason why people don't like it is because they don't have that personal connection with it. After being all emotional and crybaby-ish, now we're on to the anniversary songs. These are the unreleased stuff that got released for the 20th anniversary of Hybrid Theory and Meteora. I love She Couldn't. This is a very good song. That is the necessary S tier of Hybrid Theory, and this is also a personal one. Carousel is very good, very fun. I seriously like Hybrid Theory anniversary songs more than Hybrid Theory itself. Technique? No, I've never heard Technique. I'm just gonna really quick put these in there too. Like, I've never heard these before in my life. Step Up, good song. Okay, and one. These two give me the same energy. Here's the other S tier. High Voltage is just a good song. Part of Me, C tier. Lost is the necessary S tier of the 20th anniversary. This is literally none but underground. It's so good. Fighting Myself, great rapping. One of two personal S tiers, which I will also put this one here because it's also the other personal S tier. These two have great rapping from Mike. The flow is so good. I love the beat from More the Victim. Massive, it's not bad, but it's pretty forgetful. It's a good song though. Last but not least, Healing Foot, A tier. This is my official Linkin Park tier list.